What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for joining me today. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, my name is Cavanaugh and I'm a professional soccer player currently playing in Perth, Australia. Very excited to show you guys another boot review. Today I have a very special pair of boots. Now, the last ones that I recommended to you guys were the Predator 20.1s. These next boots are the brand new Predator Freak Plus. Let's hop into it. Before I show you any boots, make sure to go and subscribe if you're getting value from these videos. I really put a lot of effort and energy into the boot reviews, especially because it's something that matters a lot to me. Of course, it's finding the right tools for the games and the training sessions. So really would appreciate that. And without further ado, guys, let's hop into the video. So we have the Predator Freak box, which is absolutely insane. It's different than any box that I have ever seen in my life. Usually Adidas just has those black kind of Adidas boxes with the Adidas logo, but this one, I don't know if you can see that, but it says Predator in black indented into the top. It's got the Adidas logos on either side, and then it's got these kind of orange spikes all around. Hopefully you can see that shine. Just like that. So fantastic. I haven't actually tried these on. I have not seen them in person yet. I just got them in the mail and wanted to give you guys a authentic reaction. So I'm very, very stoked. Without further ado, guys, let's hop into this. Wow. Okay, I'm just looking at the viewfinder of my camera, and already, holy moly. Okay, so that's what they look like when they come in the box. These are stunning. There you go. The Predator Freak Plus. Hopefully that gives you guys a good idea of what they look like. First impressions, these are a beautiful pair of boots. I really like this colorway, actually. I think it's a very cool neon green yellowy with the blue, black, and the white. I think this is super classy and looks really stunning. Let's get both boots out on the table. So you got the two boots right here. Comes with a shoehorn, which is super cool. And then it also comes with a Predator bag. Now, this says Predator in green. That's pretty sweet. The other Preds that I got did not come with a boot bag, so interesting. Only the pluses do, I suppose, and it's just a really simple mesh one, really kind of straightforward, nothing special. It's like a 5 out of 10 bag. I don't even think I'll use these, but that's okay. So anyway, throw that to the side. And yeah, guys, so these are the Predator Freak Pluses, completely made out of that prime knit material with the demon skin, which are these silicone type spikes. The first thing that I notice that's different from the laced version of the 20.1s is that, number one, there are less spikes, which I know you guys have probably seen in other reviews. There's like almost half the amount of spikes, and spikes on the tongue area. And these ones are actually shaped a little bit different. So the ones, at least on the laced 20.1, are basically just like the side of a diamond or a pyramid shape, just stuck on the front part of the toe in the medial side and then up a little bit through the lateral side. These ones look more like demon skin. Like, these are much more animalistic and aggressive looking. They're definitely a little more floppy, so that's something to keep in mind. But let's see. Hopefully you can hear that. It's quite a lot of grip, and you can definitely feel the texturing. I mean, if you strike the ball like that, it catches pretty quick. So that's awesome. As far as the sole plate goes, same sole plate we saw in the 20 series. So the last generation, both in the laceless and the laced version and the low cut version, and the top end, it's the same sole plate construction. obviously they completely redid the top of this. So I believe in the generation before the laceless one, first of all, there were no spikes, and second of all, the collar kind of went up to here on both ends, but now it's this split collar construction, which I'm just taking a look at now. It looks like this front piece, so as you can see, it's kind of split. There's one piece that comes over, and the back kind of hugs it together. And the idea is for that to really wrap your ankle into the back of the heel counter so that your foot stays locked into that boot, which I think is such a good idea by Adidas. And then you've got the Predator logo here in yellow, Adidas logo on the back. This is quite the hefty collar. There's actually a little bit of reinforcement all the way up through the spine, so it's not just like it does look floppy, but it's not all flying it through the back. There's actually like a backbone of sorts that goes up through here. It's not going to be rigid, obviously, because as you can see, it's pretty straightforward, but and it bends quite a bit, but there is some reinforcement there, so you don't have to worry about it getting really gross and floppy all the time. Super soft. Let me take out this stuff, and again, I will be doing an on-feet portion of the video, obviously, in just a bit. As you can see, the backdrop has changed. I am now in my backyard because it is a beautiful day, and I also have grass in the backyard, which means I can go and do the on-feet portion and the bulwark all in my backyard. That's also because we are in quarantine right now. We have Perth got completely shut down with a COVID case, so I've mentioned that in the video prior to this one. So anyway, that's what it is. Take the stickers off, and these just say that the outsole coating on the bottom of the shoe will potentially wear off during play, but will not affect the performance. Not a problem. If you expect, something that I always tell people is don't expect your boots, especially if there's chrome on the bottom, but when it's this painted finish almost, which is really cool. It's like an ombre black to yellow. Especially when you've got a painted finish, don't worry, it's not gonna do anything to the construction and the actual integrity of the sole plate. It's just a paint thing. So right away, first impressions of the softness of these boots is absolutely outrageous. The entire thing is that prime knit upper, so it's, as you can see, super, super pliable all the way around. Now I'm really curious because I've actually never tried on, might have tried on a Nemesis at one point that was laceless, and maybe an X 18.1 or 19.1, but that was in the store, and that was a while ago, back when I was in Seattle. I haven't tried on a modern laceless boot, and I'm really excited to see how they feel. I know that I am a little cautious wearing laceless boots in games, but in trainings, not a problem if they fit well. But if these do really well in training, I will definitely be wearing these in the games, especially if the lockdown's good. That's the biggest thing for me, is if the lockdown and there's no rollover of my foot inside of this boot. So that is, again, super soft. There's like a coating on the outside, obviously, so it's not just the straight mesh material or this prime knit stuff. And everything seems to be, the construction seems to be really good. With the Predators that I've been wearing the last several weeks that I reviewed a couple of videos ago, I've been super impressed with the way those have performed. I've loved them, scored a goal in them already in our night series tournament. So I am super excited with the Predator line because it's such a wide fitting boot, especially in the toe box. I know there are a lot of complaints about it being really thin in the midfoot area right here. I will tell you, yes, I did have hot spots because I do have a really wide foot through this midfoot area, but after a few hours of wear time, it probably took me 5 or 6 hours of like proper wear time to not feel those pinches anymore, and now they fit like a glove and they are absolutely perfect. So I am really excited about the Pred line for a boot that hopefully will last me through the season, at least as a silo. You know, obviously I go through boots pretty often, but hopefully these will be a good addition to that collection. So that is kind of it for the first impressions, guys. Color, really enjoy this color. If they made a blackout version of these, which I anticipate them doing at some point, I would buy them in a heartbeat. I think that would be sick with the demon skin look. I think like black with a silver, but overall, I think the blue and the yellow looks fantastic. They seem to have a really soft construction, so hopefully they fit as well as they feel in my hands. So without further ado, guys, let's hop into the on-feet portion. I will switch the camera around to go towards the grass, and we will hop into that part. All right, fam, so I'm going to, excuse the fun little Birkenstocks here. So here is a good look at the boots. Hopefully that gives you a good idea of how tall they are. What a cool pair of football boots. That demon skin all the way around, strategically placed. So anyway, I'm gonna throw these on. If I can get them on without a shoehorn, I will do that, back in the famous toeless sock, and we will see how these fit. So, and since I'm on grass, it'll be a really quick transition into the on feet and ball portion of the video. So hopefully that will be good for me to get going. So here we go. Pretty interesting. I may just use the shoehorn just because they give it to me, so why not, hey? Oh my goodness. Okay. So make sure that this front part is as high as it needs to be to kind of lock my, there's like a really, there's a more tense band, as you can see there in the material. You won't be able to see it from here probably, but actually I'll show you in this one. So as you can see, hopefully, the material in the band right here is much more, or much less pliable than that stuff. See that? So much more pliable, and then as soon as it gets to like right here, there's like a band of really tense material, which I think is supposed to hold and lock your ankle in. So that is those boots on feet. I will get this other one in, try to wrestle my way into these boots. The shoehorn really does make a difference, that's for sure. Okay. And try to get this, oh goodness gracious. It's good, and I struggle getting these boots on now, but that just means that the lockdown is gonna be much better than if it was easy. I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory, I guess, but if it's easier to get into the boot, it's oftentimes much worse lockdown than if it's harder to get in. So throw these out of the way, and there is your Predator Freak Pluses on feet. So as I'm flexing my shoe, obviously there's a little bit of space there, but it sort of rests on the back pretty easily, and my oh my are these comfortable. These feel like slippers. I am super impressed with how these feel. So hopefully that gives you guys a good idea of what they look like. Sorry if the wind's a little too much. So they do definitely come up quite a bit on the back. I'm not sure how I'll feel about that in training, but so far I don't assume that it'll be too much of a problem. They do, unlike those laced versions that I had, and I know the material has changed a little bit, so now all of the generations, or all of the different levels of the Pred shoe, between this one, the laced version, and the low-cut version, they're all the prime knit now, so it's actually a really good thing because they'll be more flexible. But especially with these, I can tell in that midfoot area, it's not gonna be that much of a problem to try to break in because these are so flexible right away, but not compromised by the lockdown that comes from this collar in the ankle area. So very impressed with the way these fit and feel, guys. I am super stoked about these and really excited to try these on in a training set, like a proper training session. I won't do it obviously this week because well, I may train in them on my own, but I won't be using them in a team training just because we don't have any with the COVID stuff. So that is that. But my, oh my, these are very cool. Let's grab a ball really quick. I'll be right back, and then I can tell you guys what it feels like on the ball. All right, fam. So this ball is a bit flat. That's okay though. I will grab a pump in a little while. Don't stress about it for this video at least. So on feet, I am feeling like these would be, oh, they are so soft. The touch on the ball is incredible. Wow. I might join the laceless crew. That is weird. I thought I'd never say that. These are unbelievable. They're definitely sticky, that's for sure. Yeah, they are super sticky on those demon skin. So, but my oh my, the touch and the feel on this ball is just insane with the prime knit upper. And since it's laceless, you've got no tightness, no feelings of kind of hot spots or anything like that. I'd love to go train in these. I'll probably go train in them tomorrow, but I am really stoked. Okay, wow. I'm gonna stop that right there because I'm getting super excited with how those fit and feel. But guys, this is the Predator Freak Plus, and they are unbelievable football boots. I am so excited to try these on. I will probably wear grip socks with these just to be safe. That way the heel never feels like it comes out of place. But as far as lateral lockdown and touch on the ball, I am actually super impressed. Over time, I'm sure it's not going to be as good as ones with laces on them. I understand that. But right out of the box, these feel super great, and I am really excited to play with these and get these on the pitch. So that is it for the video, guys. Thanks so much for joining me today for this review of the Predator Freak Pluses. Hope you enjoyed that review, and hit that subscribe button and that like button. Comment down below what boots you want to see next. And as always, guys, be awesome, take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.